Welcome to Cross the Line Sports. I'm your host, Crystal K. I'm always with my guys. Always got them here. We got Nash over here.
What it do?
And we got Carlos over here.
So, I'm over here doing a little bit of math real quick.
You doing math? What you doing math on?
Hey, we ain't going to beat up on them too bad, but right now, so the Panthers 0-5. So they got 12 games left. So right now, he said they was going to go 11-6. So
11-6.
They got to win 11 of the next 12 games.
Darn. That math is hard.
It's doable.
So y'all gonna get it done?
Man, listen. Jesus walked on water. You know, we gonna make it happen.
Oh, you don't even sound confident in that.
No.
You sound sad.
Wimpy.
Real sad.
Man, what's really sickening is not only we do all this to give up young, the damn Browns not the Browns, but Chicago gonna get the first and second pick. That's gonna be crazy.
And DJ Moore looking good now.
If you think about it, last year during this time we had McCaffrey and DJ Moore.
Yep.
McCaffrey is the leading rusher in the NFL right now, and DJ Moore is the second leading receiver.
As a fan, is that sickening?
Man, David Tepper need to go ahead and sell the team to somebody else. Because, like, he didn't,
I told you, I feel like it's like a culture problem. But then y'all didn't know how to use the players when y'all had them. So now y'all give them up, and they just prospering in their new situation. So,
yeah. We can't catch a break. About like your Ravens can't catch a ball.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Here we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Still in the mix,
all right.
All right, I'm going to give y'all a moment to settle down because we're going to start with hoops first.
Say less. We
All
just
right,
had to get
I'm going to give y'all a moment just to be in y'all's feelings. Let them settle. All right, so Drew Holiday went to Boston, and Dame went to the Bucks, as we all know. But got to ask you guys, which one has more of an impact? Drew Holiday to the Bucks Drew Holiday to Boston or Dame to the Bucks? More impact.
I'm going to let you go first.
I'm going to say, I think Dame is, of course, the bigger thing. But before that, when I saw that Drew was in Portland, I was like, that made Milwaukee the favorite with Dame going there. Mm-hmm. But once they made the trade from Portland to send him back to Boston, I felt like that made Boston a favorite again because I think that's something they needed since they traded Marcus Smart. I think they needed that defensive presence and another point guard that somebody can run the point for them and be a floor general and a leader for them. So I think Dame is, of course, the bigger name. But
right.
If you had to say like more of a bigger impact, I think Holiday's impact is going to be more on Boston than what Dame is to Milwaukee.
I'm going to go the total opposite. I'm going to say Dame is the bigger impact from the standpoint everybody knows to beat the Bucks, contain Giannis. Mm-hmm. He's 7-foot ball handler, running PG. So that's been their problem. They've built the defense off building the wall. If you can build a wall against him, you have a chance against the Bucks. But now Dame brings in that whole elusive game style where he's all around the court. He gives you perimeter shooting, mid-range. He can go to the bucket. So, and he's getting that ball out Giannis' hand. So you really can't game plan for them until you actually see them play. So I feel like that's going to have a bigger impact. At least starting off the season because you're not really going to know what type of ball they're playing.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to find their rhythm. But at the same time, just defensively, Marcus Smart was a huge loss. And I still don't know like how the chemistry is going to be with
Robert Williams, too. They lost him.
Robert Williams, that's what I'm saying. So you losing one of your big men in the paint and you losing a guard like Marcus Smart. So that's why I feel like Holiday, they needed that guard that can, defend at a high level. Plus, he can still get you on a nightly basis 20 points.
Right.
How much they going to need him to do that, it's going to depend on, Tatum and Jaylen Brown. But it also gives Brown more of a time, just to space the floor. Not to have the ball in his hands as much because we saw last year when he had the ball in his hands, when it was crunch time, he had a lot of turnovers. So hopefully that's something he worked on with his game. But I think that's going to take a lot of pressure off Jaylen Brown, too. Even though he's a new $300 million man, that's still going to be a lot of pressure to live up to regardless. But I think Holiday is going to be that piece. Losing Marcus Smart is going to help, help everybody settle into their positions.
It's going to be a learning curve. You got 3 ball-dominant players. It's only one ball. Each person's game style is built off having that ball. We seen how 3 dominant players happened to my Heat. Wade, LeBron, and Bosh, ball-dominant players. somebody's gonna have to take the back seat and understand we can win without me having the ball, and so it's just gonna take them pushing.
But I think we know that's gonna be
roles.
Holiday. Like he's taking the back seat.
Holiday don't strike you as the type of player that's like, I gotta have the ball.
Right.
I gotta go.
But he needs the ball to. I feel like he's a better facilitator than those guys.
Yeah, he's
so
gonna facilitate.
So that's what I'm saying. So they're not used to playing off the ball. They're used to playing. Let me do my 1-2 move and get to the basket or get a bucket.
But
they're not used to being a spot up shooter or waiting till they get distributed the ball.
But that's what I felt like Boston was missing last year, or even before that. It was like I felt like they were missing like a floor general, somebody that can help them put them in their positions. Whether you want to get Tatum on the block or he can shoot on the block or whatever.
So that wasn't smart.
Nah, he's not like a floor general like that. He's a good player, but like as a floor general that helps run the floor and put everybody where they needs to go, he's a good player. But they need more of like a floor general.
No, I think Smart was that.
Good. Yeah, he was a huge player. His impact was more on the defensive side of the ball. But I think Holiday, offensively and defensively, he's gonna bring more to the table than what Marcus Smart did, and he's gonna be able to run the floor for him. So his impact is gonna be a lot more.
Say less. So 82 games, they both coming out the East. What you think the record looking like?
Record-wise, it's hard to say record-wise. I think probably.
Where do they finish?
I think they finished 1-2 in the East. If I had to say, let me say, I'll probably say Boston.
Are they 60-win teams? Are they 60-win teams?
As long as they stay healthy, I'd say at least 57. Because you know it's going to be some days where they might have injuries happen or
gotcha.
Load management, however they're going to do. But I'd say at least both of them will win at least 55 to 60 games, both of them. If they, come out. Plus it's going to take time, figure out, more for Milwaukee than Boston. It was like for those guys to like get a rhythm, get a feel for each other, especially with Dame and Giannis. But talent-wise, man, they going to have, each team going to have any given night the two best players on the floor regardless. So
that's true. So I'm going to go Miami number 1.
Oh,
I know you don't even believe that.
Man, listen.
Come on, man.
I'm going Miami 1, Boston 2. No, not Boston 2. Bucks 2, Boston 3.
Man, I got I'm gonna say Boston 1 and Milwaukee 2.
Seriously, Miami 1? Seriously? I know
Miami
you're a fan. I know that you're a fan, but 1.
Sometimes you got to be objective, though, man.
Man, listen here.
Like that don't even sound right. Like Miami, like I'm just trying to figure out what did y'all do to get better. That's what I want to know.
Bro,
like,
we have been the most consistent team over the last decade. Yes or no? Yes or no?
But the thing is,
you said the but. Yes or no? The most consistent team in the East over the last decade. Yes or no?
Man, Boston been pretty consistent too now.
Over the last decade, who has been more consistent in the East than the Heat?
If you going back to
I said a decade.
Yeah, okay, that's different.
A decade is just
right.
we 2013 to 2023.
So I'll give you that then.
Who is the most statistics? Statistics.
That's a totally different
Okay,
team.
how many times have we been to the final since then?
How many times have you been?
3.
3.
2.
Since LeBron left, y'all been
twice. Bubble season 2020. Last year.
Got beat.
Okay, who Boston. We beat Boston to get there.
Got beat.
All right.
Boston got there one time, and they ran into Golden State. And nothing wrong with that, though.
Because they're not built like that.
They gonna beat y'all this year.
To be determined.
Whether y'all got to go through Milwaukee or Boston, y'all going home. Right?
Have you seen Jimmy?
Yeah, I done seen him.
Have you seen him?
I done seen him.
Emo Jim.
Wow.
We ain't come to play with nobody.
Wow.
Black nails.
I just want to know, what did y'all do to get better, though, like in the offseason? Like, who did y'all add? Like, you can't – my thing is, if you don't make it to the finals and win it, you can't come back next year with the same exact team thinking that that's going to make you –
We have the most chemistry. All these big name throw-arounds. They boys have to build chemistry.
You lost Strus and Gabe.
Okay, be honest with those two people.
Players, though.
They were some no names that played in a system that Spo created. Spo has a crazy system.
And
he the Belichick. Is he not the Bill Belichick of basketball?
Man, he helped y'all.
Both
of those players
he turned both of those underdogs into getting them boys paid.
They got paid, yo.
From being in our system.
But now
we take dogs.
Some other guys and you gotta
we're going to have this same conversation in a couple months. I don't know who this player is from South Carolina, but the boy balling now. That's what we do. We get him out the slums.
I think y'all gonna,
and we get him money.
I think y'all going to end up having to make a trade just to be able to compete.
And if we have to do that, that's fine. I don't want Harden, though. And that's it.
You don't want Harden?
He over with. His shoes nice.
Shout out to the shoes.
Yeah, definitely. I got him on myself right now.
I'll probably stay away from Harden too.
Yes, he drummer queen.
Future Hall of Famer, but it's just too much at this point. Like his game don't even warrant like all the stuff that come with him now. Exactly. Like I think it's just too much. I'll stay away from Harden, but I still think if y'all want to compete in the East this year, y'all gonna have to make a move. Big move to get somebody.
Nah, they going number one.
Yeah. But
they finishing number one in the
It
East.
may be with that move, though. You just know. Listen, I'm a diehard fan. Everywhere I go, man.
Clearly. You really feel like y'all
clearly.
Man, we top 5. I'm just talking. No. Like, God, no. This boy being.
Nah, you said number 1.
We going to the playoffs. Is that good enough?
Man, that's a lot.
All you going to say is y'all.
The way it's set up now, anybody can
there you go.
Make the playoffs because now you got to play in.
There you go.
Game here and there,
okay, it's always logistics when it comes to my team. Says the guy that doesn't have a team. That's correct. You a Laker fan?
Yeah, I'm a Laker fan. But now with LeBron being that kind of, LeBron is an all-time great, but I don't know. Me personally, like, I'd rather see LeBron stay in Cleveland and build his legacy. They'll stay in Miami. Like, I didn't really want to see LeBron come to LA, but it is what it is now. So I mean, that's my squad.
Why though?
I just didn't. Me being a Kobe guy, all-time great, like. I don't know. It's up to me. I just want to see LeBron just build his legacy at where he was at in Cleveland instead of just coming to LA. To me personally, like stay there or Miami, either one of those. But to me, Laker Town, I just did like it is what it is. He's an all-time great player, but to me, it just don't feel right with LeBron being in LA as a Laker. To me personally, I just didn't.
I get it.
But
we appreciate him in Miami.
Y'all want him back.
Yeah, we good now.
Hey, good on Braun. Okay.
Now, if y'all get Braun, y'all will go back to the finals.
Okay.
Right.
Which leads us to
top 100 players this season. So 2023, 2024, Bleacher Report released the top 100 players. But I just want to hear y'all's top 5 this season. So only 2023 to 2024. I need a top 5.
No, I'm going off yours.
Well, I ain't even really. Well, so for me, I'll say I got Jokic number 1, Finals MVP, just the season he had. I'm gonna give Jokic number 1. To me, number 2, I still got Steph. To me, like greatest shooter ever.
Right.
The way he just spaces the floor, everything. Not the greatest defender, but Steph for me is number 2. Number 3, I'll say Giannis. Just playing both ends of the floor. I'm going to give it to Giannis. Number 4, got to have the MVP in there, so league MVP in there. So I'm going to go Embiid at number 4, and then at 5. That's tough.
Toss up.
Yeah, that's tough because it got. I'm gonna go Tatum. I'm gonna give Tatum number 5 over Luka. And KD tough too. That was tough, but I'm gonna
KD ain't in the top 5.
Nah, not right
KD
now,
ain't in the top 5.
So I got Jokic, Steph, Giannis at 3. I got Embiid at 4, and then I'm gonna go Tatum at 5. That's my top 5 right now.
Durant ain't in the top 5.
Not right now. I'm gonna put KD probably. KD right outside it.
That's outrageous right there.
Man, he tough.
That's outrageous.
He tough.
All right, so replace somebody on his list with KD. Who you taking off his list?
Tatum not top 5 because he's not a proven finisher. He's not top 5. He doesn't have that kill factor in him. He's not a killer. That killer instinct. Tatum, he top 10, true indeed, but he's not top 5. So I don't have a particular order. Giannis in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Curry, he on the edge now. He getting older. He's on the edge, but he's still the man. But
Still top 5.
he might be on the edge of 5, so he would be the 5th. Then I'm gonna go Durant. Durant, arguably number 1 or 2. He instantly changes your whole layout of the game just by being on your squad.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll say I'm gonna go with 2 international players. I like Luka and I like Jokic, and that's just strictly off what they bring to the game, like not just off like fandom or anything like that. Them boys really can hold the squad on their own. So like if you like before, nobody was talking about Denver. Yoke changed them boys' whole dynamic. Like, and he's not even like going to get a bucket. That's the scary part. This man doesn't want to shoot. But then again, I might have to kick Luka out, and I'm gonna throw Bron in there.
Gotta have Bron. You gotta have Bron.
Embiid?
No. See, I'm not sold on that.
Why?
He might not have won nothing yet, but Embiid, man, you put him on that block, who gonna stop him?
What has he proven? He gets statistics, but he's not a winner.
Man, you look at the list though. It's a lot of these guys. Luka ain't won nothing yet.
Okay, but you compare them. Yoke, I feel like
Yoke got the titles. Yoke got MVPs. I mean, that's why I put Yoke number. I gave Yoke number 1.
What I'm saying is, if you take Embiid off that team, do you still think they decent?
Who?
Off Philly?
No, they don't even make the playoffs.
With Harden?
Embiid, no, Harden ain't nowhere near what he used to be.
What's my other light skinned guy name?
You talking about Tobias Harris?
Yeah.
No, he's still
so you take Joke off of Denver. Who impacts it more? Losing Joke or using
him? Hard, but you looking at somebody.
But I'm just saying you can lose Embiid and it's still a decent team.
No, they're not.
You lose Joke, what do they have?
No, I look at it this way: if you just swap them two, Denver's still gonna be elite.
No, they're not. Embiid is.
Yes,
they're different game styles. Embiid goes for the bucket. He's not.
Embiid gonna get you buckets and he gonna
play
defense.
Joe giving you a bit of a.
And he a better passer.
He giving you a little bit of. He a little bit of dirt. He giving you facilitator. He can't be stopped on the block. He's an all around player.
I get that.
So how
you
subbing him for just a person on the block? The NBA not built on that no more.
He can shoot too.
But he's
definitely can shoot it.
Don't act like that.
We're not sold on that though. He's known for being on the block.
Embiid can still shoot.
So you would take Joke over Embiid on the.
No, I got Yoke number 1. But right after that, who the second best big man in the game? And it ain't like it's a big gap between them. Now.
Give me Giannis. I like Giannis better than Embiid. I'm just being honest.
But is Giannis really traditional big man?
Like big man?
Man, that man is
Do
7
we count
feet.
him
How
as
we
big
talk?
though?
He is 7 foot tall. Why are we not?
Okay, I don't feel like people listen to him in that conversation
because he's had to be a ball handler, which is why they got Dame, and he can do what he need to do now.
He ain't going to the block though, even with them having Dame.
Man, he can be the 4. He don't got to be the block. They got Lopez. Watch what he do at 4.
So you had.
I'm giving LeBron just because you just sit here and said any team LeBron go to, he taking over. So him and Curry, they on the edge for both of them top 5. So Curry, LeBron, KD, Giannis.
You got one more. Who did you say?
Did I say Curry?
Yeah, you said Curry, LeBron, KD, Giannis,
and then
Joker.
Joker. That's it.
I mean, I get that, but
shout out, you got 3 international players right there.
That ain't a bad list though, man. But
come on, stop it.
I just don't see how you can leave the league MVP off the list though. Like,
man, is he really the league MVP?
He
if Yoke wasn't hurt, keep it a buck. That's supposed to be the 3-peat.
It was a toss up. Now I do feel like
you just said it was a toss.
Honestly,
they snubbed that man from a 3-peat.
I feel like part of it was kind of like people were
tired of it, politics,
campaigning, and like it's more of like a sympathy war. But I can't act like he didn't deserve it.
And what happened? Embiid needed to do what he did to get the league
Embiid
MVP.
was snapping too.
What happened in the playoffs?
He was snapping. Now playoffs, but it's a regular
Playoffs?
season award.
Playoff? Like what happened?
But it's a regular season award.
But I'm saying it made it seem like he knew Yoke was out. That was his time to really make his case, and he made a strong case. Then when it came to time to be a winner, the real winner, no chicken dinner.
You gotta have a better team. Harden ain't what he used to be. Maxey, and then they didn't make the right adjustments. But man, to me, I just couldn't take Embiid as the second best big man. The way he dominated the league MVP, I couldn't leave him off the list.
He's off. He's not in my top 5.
Yeah, I couldn't put KD over him
because he's
I
not.
can't put LeBron over him right now. Oh, you gotta do yours.
Oh, I gotta do my top 5?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, mine is not in order, but this is my top 5. So Curry, of course.
Okay.
Joker, gotta have him. Embiid.
Impossible.
Giannis. And then look, I got 2 for my last spot.
Not a draw.
Yeah. KD and LeBron.
Nah, I can't
Got
be
to.
mad at that.
I ain't mad at
Because look, my list is going to be people that impact the game in a different way. So basically, my list is people that do something that people cannot defend. And I feel like everybody on this list, Embiid, does something that people can't defend. They're game changers.
Mm-hmm.
So if you was Miami, you had the choice to get Joke or Embiid. Who would you get?
Dang, that's tough. For y'all, I would probably say, I think.
Or you can pick your team, the Lakers. If you can get KD, AD off, you want Embiid or you want Joke?
Dang,
not the league MVP. We talking about the man that you keep on vouching for.
But they got to fit in the system.
They
gotta fit in the system.
Embiid,
But that's what I'm saying. Embiid cannot fit. He's a slot player. He's a one player. He can play that one. He plays the 5.
And then health wise,
Joke can play 1 through 5.
Gonna be out there pretty much.
Joke can play 1 through 5.
He can push.
He facilitates, but I don't think he can play the point.
I'm worried about him having to push the ball up the floor, though. I got a point guard for that, but I know Embiid, you can put him on the block. Embiid gonna go to work. He ain't the only thing is, to me, I look at it this way. So Embiid gonna give you more on the defensive end, but Yoke is a better passer, so he gonna get everybody else involved. I mean, Embiid, he can pass it, but not like Yoke.
But Yoke is the all around. That's what I'm saying. I would rather have a person that can do everything versus a person that's in that box.
On the defensive end, though, like, if you don't have a defensive end, a good defensive team, you ain't gonna want Yoke on your team. Like, Embiid gonna cover up a lot of those mistakes as far as like people being able to get to the lane. He gonna be able to shut a lot of that down. So just depending on the team.
So do you think the league offensive driven or defensive driven? See, I think it's exactly. So I'm not defense. Like, I believe the league is built off them boys.
Somebody at some
You still
point.
need it.
Exactly, but I'm saying the league is built off them boys running the score up. Defense, them boys don't play D like that.
I got a real facilitator at the point. I'm gonna probably take Embiid. Depending on my
I'd rather get all in one.
My point guard gonna be able to see the floor and get everybody involved. Embiid gonna be able to get on that block. He gonna be able to shoot it. He gonna be able to defend. So
You just said if I'm getting a player that's 1 and 4 already, he can do 1 through 4, and sometimes 5. Embiid cannot do all 5 positions. Is what I'm saying.
The ball and,
So that's what I'm saying. So if any day of the week I'm gonna take a person that'll check off more boxes than the other. That's what I'm saying. It don't matter what system you in. I'm gonna take the person I know I can lean on towards.
Embiid gonna give you more on the defensive side. So I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'll probably take. Dang, that's crazy though. I think it's a toss up. I think it just depends on what your team needs. Really. I don't think you can go wrong with either one of them.
Okay, so let's say Miami, who is
I would
very
probably
big
take Embiid.
defensively.
I would take
They're in
Embiid.
need of a big, yes.
I would take Embiid in their situation. It just depends on what your team needs. And defensively, he'll help them out.
So if the Joker was to go to Miami, would he be a liability on the defensive end, or do you think they would fill in the gaps.
I mean, on the
Will he
perimeter,
take away?
I think they'll still be good because you still got Bam, and you got Jimmy, you got some guys that still can defend, but I mean, you still gotta be able to defend a little bit. But I mean, Yoke nice though.
But
Yeah.
you making it seem like Yoke ain't touching the body out there. Yoke
Nah,
is still
he
a
is.
7-footer that clogs it up. It ain't like he
Yeah,
just letting
but-
getting blew by. That's what I'm saying. You making it seem
I
like my
think-
boy not. You making it seem like he got James Harden defense.
He's not the defender that Embiid is.
He ain't blocking shots like Embiid.
Yeah, he ain't no shot blocker like that now. He ain't doing all that. But for y'all situation, I'll probably take Embiid.
Yeah, I'm not
And
taking
just
that.
depending on what your team needs. Now you look at somebody like Golden State. I'll probably just take Yoke. Because the way he'll be able to play with them, that style where they push the ball, then you like Draymond pushing, and you got Yoke who can push it. Their defense ain't gonna be like that. Like, but the way they'll be able to push it and score, like Yoke would fit better with in that situation than Embiid would to me. So
See, I think
it
the
just
opposite,
depends.
but I got you.
You think Embiid would fit better in Golden State than Yoke?
They need a big. Draymond is day 5. That's what I'm saying. Like you got. That's what I'm trying not to.
Yoke is a big. Yoke gonna get you a double, but I'm just saying the way he can push the floor like Draymond do, that's like an added bonus.
But that's what they already have, Draymond. I would take Embiid because he fills that void for Draymond playing the 5. Draymond is a 2, 3, or 4.
I would say Yoke would fit better with.
Ain't no way,
Because
man.
I don't think Embiid can run like
He can't.
Yoke.
He can't get up
He
and
ain't
down the
gonna
court.
Get up and down the floor like that. So in that situation, Yoke can just take it and just push the ball down the floor, and you got Steph and.
But
and
what
Clay.
they don't need that. What them boys need? Defense. Them boys need what you said they need. Them
Man,
boys got Looney.
you know,
Looney ain't doing that. Like,
Man, I'm telling you.
Don't talk about Looney like that.
oh, Looney, my dog.
Oh,
If Lo- if-
boy,
if-
Talk about
if-
Looney like that.
No, if Looney come to Miami, let's go. That's what we need, a dog like that. We need somebody in the paint.
Yeah. You
Give
need
me
somebody
Looney,
to-
man. But this
somebody
is
to do the dirty
we
work.
gonna see, man. Top 5 to be determined, man.
To be determined.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys out of your feelings yet? Can we switch back to football? Y'all out of y'all's feelings?
All good on my
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We ready now.
All right.
Nobody win, but it's all good. Neither one of those won.
Okay.
Good debate.
Good debates. That's what it's about. So, guys, as of right now, as the season stands right now, give me your MVP picks. I want to hear top 3 and then who's winning MVP as of right now.
It's okay. Got to give it to the young bull. He in the top 3. Brock Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to switch over to, I want to say Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Just from what the boys is doing. And then third pick, let me see who we going with. This may be a reach. I don't know. I like the Lions a little bit, so I'm liking what Goff doing right now. And he's really out there slinging that thing, and they're looking good. So
Okay.
them on my 3 right now. Just
Now, who's winning?
who's winning? If
Yep.
we were to stop right now,
Stop right now. Out of your top 3, who's winning?
Purdy.
Purdy.
You got to go with the best team, best overall. He looking good on paper. The boy's undefeated and starts in the regular season. What do you like, 9-0?
Purdy.
He doing it effortlessly. Like, it's that system that's crazy. Like, I'm not even a 49ers fan, but I want to throw something. Like, just them boys look great. And it's like, and it's him. Like, if you see how he's playing, that system perfect for him. They make it, let him do exactly what he's good at. He can be mobile at times, but they exposing all their elite athletes. So they're using Debo, using McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk. Like, them boys they fast, so they're not making them do straight deep routes. Them boys is sitting in the zones, getting the great plays, and making it happen. So I'm gonna have to go Purdy.
Okay.
Brock.
I got McCaffrey number 1, just because I feel like the offense he just made the offense so dynamic the way he can run it and throw it. So I got McCaffrey
A running
1,
back. Okay.
and he tough, super tough. Somebody y'all should have kept.
But we let him go, man. We wasn't
Uh-oh.
utilizing him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you were that's right. So I got McCaffrey 1. I got Tua number 2. The way they just
Miami.
he got a track team, yeah. But Tua looking real good. Number 3, I ain't really know, man. That's a toss up, man. I ain't really have my third player probably would be, if I had to say, I wanted to say Lamar, just because of the degree of difficulty. I'm gonna say probably right now. I'd probably say Mahomes, because I think what he's doing with the team, like offensively, they still it's him and Kelsey. Like the offense, Pacheco, I like him at running back.
He
But I
tough.
feel like they still got a high degree of difficulty because they receivers like no kind of separation or nothing. So I got McCaffrey 1, I got Tua number 2, and then I got Mahomes number 3.
So I'm guessing McCaffrey is your winner, since you got him at number
Right
1.
now,
Who?
yeah, right now, yeah. If he
Okay.
keep playing at this pace, I think he gonna be a key part of them, making a long run, a deep run anyway. So I think with him being so dynamic, running and catching, I got McCaffrey number 1.
Okay.
It's a
But
toss
Tua
up.
is right. Tua right there too, man. Like what he doing with that offense,
Yeah.
like I give him credit for that because I didn't think he was. I was like, my main thing was can he stay healthy and what he doing with Tyreek. And I know they got smacked against Buffalo,
Yeah.
but I'll put him at number 2. And I think I just like what McCaffrey doing, man. I mean, he got a great team around him too, but it'll be good to see a running back win MVP. Which now I don't know if he's gonna be able
That's what I was
to.
about to say. This is a biased league. This is a QB-driven MVP award. I don't even know why it's MVP. It's a QB. It's a
Yeah.
quarterback award.
But if he keep on at this pace, I think they'll give it to him.
But
Because he gonna be just as valuable as Brock Purdy is.
But they're gonna say, why is he able to get the carries because of the offense he's in? Like if you look at who else they put in at running back, the boys, they line is outrageous.
Yeah.
They throwing in third strings, getting 10 yards a carry. Like it's that squad, and they gonna
If you look at the impact that McCaffrey had from last season up until now, I'm like the way they just been winning. Like since then, I mean Brock Purdy been the same way, but the way his impact is, man, McCaffrey just so dynamic. He just changed the offense.
But I feel like it's just another skill player. Because what he is doing is what Debo was doing. It's not like he's not doing nothing just out of the norm.
Everybody can't do that.
What I'm saying is Debo can do the exact same thing McCaffrey's doing.
I don't
The
think
exact same
I don't know
thing.
if
He can
tote the rock like that. He won't be like a. If you get, I don't know if he can do that for 15, 20 carries a game.
I mean, but what I'm saying is he's doing that because it's other offensive players. So they got 30 people they got to defend.
I mean, I get that.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like he's just getting the praise because it's McCaffrey. Like if you look at half those plays he scored touchdowns, who got them down the field to get to the 5-yard line? McCaffrey didn't get them. You know what I'm saying? It's the NFL thing to do. Give it to your running back at the end of the game or towards the.
He running it, catching it. He doing everything.
I feel like you downplaying him a lot. I get what you're saying,
man.
but I feel like you downplaying it a lot.
I don't know about downplaying. McCaffrey, my dog. Like
I just don't.
I'm just saying.
I don't think Debo. You give him 15, 20 carries a game, he will have that same impact at running back, like McCaffrey do at running back. I don't think Debo can carry the ball like that.
I mean, he's a wide receiver. What I'm saying is, I don't know. The
Debo
attention is spread
Debo
out.
tough. Yeah,
the it's spread out. So of course, if you got an elite player, he's going to be able to get more shine because it's distributed. You can't focus in on one player.
I get what you're saying, but
And my thing is
they will still be good, but losing McCaffrey will be. I think that would be a bigger loss than if they had to do without Debo, because McCaffrey, everything.
As the NFL says, this is not a running back league. They can be swapped out. It's why them boys not getting paid right now. They're easily interchangeable.
How many running backs?
Them boys are easily interchangeable.
They can do what McCaffrey do though, just running and catching like this. Like how many?
They're interchangeable. They get the chance, they can.
Nah, they ain't as dynamic as McCaffrey.
Man, I can't believe you. They gonna ultimately give it to the quarterback, man. You know what type of league we in.
Nah, because I think if McCaffrey keep running the ball like he doing and catching it.
But you make it seem like Brock ain't doing nothing. Brock picking
But
boys apart.
He haven't really had a game where he had to play under pressure. You coming from behind and you saying, okay, Brock, you got to go win us this game. Like if he get a few of those signature wins, well, like he down, well they just beating up on everybody right now.
So that's why he's not in your top 3? Because you didn't name him. Just saying.
Not my top 3. Because I think he's doing a great job of just managing the game. Like,
okay.
He ain't really had a game where he just like went crazy and 400 yards and 4-5 touchdowns and nothing like that. He ain't had a crazy game. Like he just
because he doesn't have to because it's so spread. Yeah.
But McCaffrey,
I don't see that being the league MVP, but it looks good on paper.
Right now,
it look good. It look good on paper.
Right now, but I would still have Tua over Brock Purdy right now. Even if it came down to them two as MVPs, I'm gonna still give it Tua because Tua been lighting up. Yeah. That's just for now.
Yeah, he just been slanging the gunslinger.
He tough.
Yes, sir.
So we all know Brock Purdy's story. We all know that story. So, Carlos, I kind of feel like I know where you're going with this. But is this beginner's luck or is he the real deal?
I don't want to say beginner's luck. I think it just helped because you going into a situation, like I'm saying, like you got a loaded team around you. So basically, they pretty much saying, you just take care of the football, and that's it, and we good. So just make the necessary throws when you have to, but he ain't been having to like come from behind, like you down 10 points or whatever like that. So he's been able to manage the game. We haven't really seen him in a tough situation, but it helps going to a team that's loaded where you can just run it. You got that offensive line, you got the receivers. So any quarterback, I mean not any quarterback, but it helps to go into.
You sounding like Steve.
It helps to go to a situation like that, as opposed like Bryce. Bryce go to a situation where offensive line terrible, receivers ain't all that, and it's like he's struggling. So if you did it, took Brock and put him in Carolina, like he wouldn't have that same impact. If Bryce went to San Francisco, because I believe in Bryce, I think he would have the similar success because of like the team that's around him. So I don't want to just say it's luck because you do. I mean, you can go to a good team and still be a terrible quarterback, but I think it helps him a whole lot that he's in the situation that he's in. He hasn't been having to come from behind in those games. Now, whenever they have a game where they have to play from behind and he has to throw the football, then we'll see more. But I give him credit though. He's doing really good for him.
Okay.
So I don't think it's luck. I think he's lucky he's able to get in that position he's in.
Okay.
Not being the afterthought of the draft, the last pick, to now you the man of a franchise. To so much for they traded their first round pick to the Cowboys. Like they went on, they so sold on Brock that they're not worried about anything else. So yeah, like he's lucky to be in the situation he's in. Of course, I feel like his other quarterbacks, if they were in that same position, they may excel just the same.
Okay.
But for a while, he's lucky that he was able to get to that position, but he's good.
So to your point earlier, you mentioned that it was his system basically making him shine.
Yeah.
How important is that for a quarterback?
It's everything. You don't, like, if you and your coach and your offensive staff and the GM, they're not on the same page, that could make or break your squad. It don't matter how many elite players you got. Like I just noted earlier, Panthers had DJ Moore, McCaffrey. It's just like at one point we was like decent, but it's just like if you don't have that supporting cast and that system, you just and especially with us being in an offensive, innovative type system. It worked with Sean McVay when he had, and with the Rams when he had who was it?
He had Todd Gurley at running back. Yeah, of course. I'm about to say Sam Bradford.
Sam Donaldson. Aaron Donaldson?
No, quarterback. Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
He went from Detroit to
exactly. It's the system.
To the Rams.
And got a ring. Like it's that innovative West Coast style, like run and gun. And then it's the motions. They talk about like that motion is killing people now. Yeah. Them preset motions. It's the defense not really knowing what to do. They're getting so trickery on offense that it's hard to guard them guys. And they got the recipe in the West. Like they really got it.
But I like what he's doing and what they're doing in San Francisco, man. But that system, like you hear a lot of players say stuff like that though. It's like a system helps. Like,
Right.
no, it's not necessarily like where you get drafted. Of course, you want to get drafted as high as you can, but it's like where you go as well. Same Tom Brady.
I was gonna
He
say
went to
that.
New England.
I was gonna say that.
He got into that system, and he had about 17, 18 years there, and then he went to Tampa Bay and implemented some of this stuff. And when you go on one another Super Bowl, I think a lot of it has to do with the system. And Brock Purdy fell into the right situation, because if he would have went to a team that's bad off, even if he'd have went to Arizona,
The rebuild squad, it would have been
if
bad.
he'd have went to Chicago right off the back, or Carolina or something,
We
like
wouldn't
that,
be having this conversation.
Exactly.
Okay, so for a quarterback, is it more important? Is the system more important, or the weapons that they have?
Mahomes, that's another one. Went to the right system with Andy Reid.
Yes.
So system.
Now he's nice though. Now Mahomes,
Yeah.
Mahomes different.
but I think it helps when you have like a offensive minded coach, and they just can fit you into that system. Now I believe Mahomes, if he went to any other team, like I think he would just be able to make it work off the bat just because of who he is. But like going to the right system and learning the game like right off the back in the beginning of your career, I think that helps. So now, even if like down the line, like Mahomes he ain't going nowhere, but like I think he could go make it work anywhere else now, just because of being in that system and learning, and now just the quarterback that he is. I think that helps. Any of them line.
They thought it was gonna be a downgrade when they lost Tyreek, when they lost someone else. Won another ring, and it's not like he's got all these special weapons. He getting older players. Hey, I just want to have a chance. He making it happen.
Yeah.
Like them boys, like I said, I hate to say it, but a running back can be replaced. Who was my boy for the Chiefs? Was it Claire?
Oh, Edwards.
He was high praise.
Yeah, he was.
Like he was a go getter. Like he was up there.
Nice, yeah.
You get hurt, you get subbed. Now Pacheco, he do everything that McCaffrey do. He aggressive with that ball.
Yeah.
Like when you see this boy run,
He run hard.
he's like
hard.
can catch. All I'm saying is like, so when I say I'm not down to McCaffrey at all, it's just running backs are eager, and it's easy to substitute that position in versus any other position.
But I think it's still like a small like box of running backs that's just different from everybody else. Like him, like McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, like those are two right off the bat that just come to mind. Like everybody can't do what they
do. I think Eckler in that conversation, but he don't get too much notoriety because they don't be on TV as much or whatever, so to speak.
Nice too, yeah.
So you know who else is not getting notoriety that we are not talking about, and I don't know why.
That's what we're talking about.
Philly. They are 5-0. Why are we not talking about my Eagles?
Because it's the system. That is Hurts is in the perfect system. This man, the tush push, them boy that's a cheat code.
But
that is a cheat code.
I hope they don't try to make that.
You know they finna change that.
But I don't think that's fair though, because
everybody do it.
Can try to use it. It just don't work for everybody.
Them boys just big up front.
Why would you make that illegal for one team just because they can use it and others can't?
Because they perfected it.
Exactly.
Man,
it's accessible for every other team.
Right.
They just don't. Can't,
they've mastered it.
Exactly.
So once a team masters it and they feel like it's an advantage, of course they're gonna try to zone in and hone in to see what's going on. But they're not going to notice. We just know them boys.
Nobody is talking about them.
They're consistent.
5-0.
Like the Eagles are the Eagles.
I think we don't talk about them like that because of what San Francisco doing. Like they just like Philly, they winning, but they ain't smacking people like
right.
Okay. So I think
it's like a new toy, something shiny and new.
Yeah.
Like 49ers got it right now. It's shiny and new. And it's
but Philly was in the Super Bowl last year. I'm just throwing out points. I'm being devil's advocate here.
But
it's one thing to win, but when you just smacking people around and then you just beat Dallas, like Philly haven't played Dallas yet, but I think they're gonna start talking about more as the season goes on. But right now, the way you got to think about it, they done played two of the most popular teams in the NFL. You smack Pittsburgh week 1, and then you just smack Dallas.
Carlos Super Bowl pick, one of them. You know what I'm saying? So when you do that, they'll let you know, like, hey,
Alert.
Yeah, so like
Still time.
them boys is serious.
Still got time. They gonna be all right.
We?
I ain't say
He
we.
definitely
I said,
Yes, you did.
You
Rewind
still
it back.
heard-
You said
yeah.
we?
I said we.
Yeah,
We?
yeah, you.
They gonna be all right.
Nah,
Nah,
sound
we?
different.
You heard it?
As a
We.
pick.
I definitely
Okay.
heard
Now
it.
that's my pick, but they gonna
We gonna be all right.
But yeah, Philly, they're just consistent. So when you're consistent, you don't get talked about a lot. So they've been here a couple years. It's about like the Spurs.
Yeah.
They boring, but we know they're gonna get the job done. We expect them to be at that elite level when it's all said and done. They're not doing nothing new. It's just they're doing what they need to do right now.
And those like I think fans like to see like those trick plays and like the offense, that wide open offense San Francisco had. Even that was it like the little double reverse they did for the touchdown pass where they flipped it to Debo and then.
But did you see who they did it after?
After Detroit, yeah.
After Detroit did it on my Panthers, then them boys like, them boys sweet. We gonna try it again. Same exact
So
play.
stuff like that, I think that's wild. But dominating like that, man, I think that's the main reason why. I mean, Philly's still gonna be.
And
I would kind of like to be kind of like under the radar, not talked about like that. Just let me, keep on winning my games. But of course, eventually, you're gonna have to meet each other anyway. Depending on how well everybody doing it just in health wise. But man, Philly gonna be just fine. And I think once they start playing of course, when they play the Cowboys, anybody that's gonna play Dallas is gonna be like. That's going to be the game that's going to be talked about. But
can't wait till my Panthers smack them in a couple weeks. November 19th.
Oh.
November 19th. You heard it here.
That definitely going to happen.
Let's go, Panthers.
You need that game because you
28 to 14, Panthers.
Bold predictions. Okay.
November 19th.
You got that? You writing that down?
Charlotte.
14.
You heard it here.
Wow.
Bryce might throw for 400.
Darn, he's still going. 400?
Yeah.
Okay.
Price 400.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for right now.
October
11th, yeah.
November 19th, Sunday. Tune in.
Okay.
Charlotte.
They got that.
Wow.
They try to say it too.
Wow. Since we talking about them boys, or Los's boys,
We getting right.
because we,
Ain't my boy.
so they didn't look that hot, Los, against San Fran. What was exposed?
Dak is always. Dak is good when he plays terrible teams, which you're supposed to do. But when he play elite teams, my boy like 10 and 50. But when he played boo-boo teams, he like 50 and 10. And it's just not, the math ain't mathing. Okay. You get paid all this money, and you holding out like you some great late quarterback, whatever. And then when it comes down to it, you stay the still same Dak. It's not like he hasn't went to that next level. And I don't think he really has it.
What would you rate him as a quarterback? Average, below average, a little bit above?
I'd say top 15s. Probably in that 12 to 15 range for me. So that's like pretty much like average.
Yeah, he's in the league.
He's in the league.
He's in the league.
Or
Like,
slightly above average. Like probably slightly above average.
Okay.
But I depending on what team you go to, I think he can eventually win. But he got to have a really good team around.
You think he can win this year? That's what you said.
yeah.
No, well, I say they can get there.
Okay, excuse me. Sorry, my bad.
I don't know if it's his decision making or what. It's just like it's him. Like I don't know what he gets. He gets in them zones where he remind me like straight up of Romo. Like it's the exact same type of Romo good in that zone where he could be good at times.
And then he just
he nutted up. Man. Like it's like whoa. Like and you know what I'm saying. Like and the fans. Them boys treating them bad too. It's like they love him one day, next day I don't want Dak on no shirt. Like I don't want this jersey.
I just feel like they got overwhelmed Sunday though. I just feel like they just got smacked. Like they just walked into the wrong place at the wrong time. Like it was just too much. And once they just started scoring on them, it just went downhill and turned the ball over. Tony Pollard fumbled the ball, gave them a short field, and they ran through them. Whatever they wanted to do, offense and defense, San Francisco did whatever they wanted to do.
What was going on with the defense, though?
They got ran through.
Man, listen, it was bad. But I loved it. Me being the Cowboys hater, I loved it.
But I did
It was
text
good.
y'all right before the game. I said, by the way, I got San Francisco winning this game, but Dallas gonna win later on. I did say that.
You did say that.
I didn't know they was gonna get beat that bad.
So
But
it might,
they got smacked. Like, and I know they missing Trayvon Diggs. He wanted help. Not that. That was just bad. Like, whatever them boys wanted to do, it looked
awful.
real bad. Yeah. But me personally, I would rather lose in a blowout than a close game. Because then if I lose in a close game, I'm like, man, whoa, did we should have
Right. We could have did this. Yeah.
Did we mismanage our time?
So you rather lose in a which one?
And a blowout.
I thought you said a close game.
No.
Oh, okay.
I would rather lose in a blowout just because I'm like, man, they were just a better team today. Let's just throw this out. If I'm hanging in right with San Francisco the whole way to the end, and then we just choke and we fumble the ball or Dak throw interception, that's gonna bother me more because I'm like, man, we had them boys on.
I would think that would make you feel better.
Right, I would rather.
If I get blew out, I'm like, man, this just.
That means
we
you
didn't have a
did
chance.
nothing right.
We didn't have a chance.
I'd rather know.
So
I would rather know.
This game out.
No, sir.
We was in there.
I
We
would
did
rather
everything
know,
right.
Dang, I was 1 or 2 plays away from hopefully changing the outcome versus I got beat so bad I don't know what happened. Like them boys really, them boys all week.
Cause I'm gonna look at it like, man, we just
all week.
Maybe we ain't prepare right. Maybe we ain't eat the right food. Maybe we did.
Them boys,
else. It was just an awful game.
Those boys are in the stadium right now. Like, what happened? They don't know what happened, so they don't know what to fix. Everything went wrong.
Yeah,
I'd be more worried in that game
All
than
So-
one little play here, one little play there.
Look at Seattle and New England in the Super Bowl when all they had to do was hand the ball off the beast mode.
Yeah.
And you win the game.
I'd rather
As
lose
opposed
that
to,
way.
like, if they would have got blew out, they'd have like, man, Tom Brady just lit us up, man. They just had a better
so
game.
you
When
know.
lose by, it was a close game, and all you got to do is run the ball.
I can live with that because I know at the end of the day that was just we was
And
one
they
play
went-
away.
and they were never the same after that either.
But it's because they knew they could pinpoint what it was. You pinpoint a problem.
blowout is too wide.
Yeah, you don't
can't
know what's
narrow it
going
down.
on.
Nah,
Like,
I'm
ain't
just
no, I
like,
can't let you
man,
say that.
I'm like, man, they just had a better
I'd rather
game
know
than us.
what problem I got to fix versus I don't even know if it's a problem or not. Like, I don't know what's.
I'm like, man, I just be like, look, we just didn't tackle good. We just didn't execute properly on offense. Like, it was just a bad game.
But then how do you feel the next time you play them? Because if it's a close game, the next time I play them, I'm going to feel like, all right, look, we was in this game. They're not that much better than us. But it's a
we
blowout.
just had an off game. I'm like, look,
You
we
don't
just
have
had
an off game that bad.
But I'm
You getting a
saying,
40 piece in the
I-
NFL. You just said these boys are supposed to go to the Super Bowl, but them boys is getting a 40 piece thrown on them.
Man, we just had a bad
That game was over with at halftime.
We were just off. We got smacked. Ain't no way around it. We look bad.
No, so they quitters. But
I ain't saying they quitters, but
How-
they just got smacked. I'm like, man, we just smacked.
No,
we just
man.
got smacked. This just
I'm
was
not
our
f-
game. We gonna on to the next one, and then we gonna see y'all again, and it's gonna be.
you don't want to see them boys again.
You probably
If
don't.
don't.
If you
You
go get
probably
Listen,
don't.
can I speak? You don't want to see them boys again. You know why? Because you don't know what went wrong, so you don't know how to prepare for them boys.
No game plan.
Defensively, them boys murked you. Just strictly off defense. Then the offense lit you up. You don't know what to hone in on. If it was a close game, you could say, okay, we just need to stop this. Y'all need to stop everything.
Ain't no point in watching film on that.
Yeah, it's not like,
Ain't no point.
Man, listen.
Everything.
man, listen. If them boys,
If I lose a close game, I'm just like, dang, man, like.
it hurts. It's more of emotion because you're close in it.
I'm like,
But when you
nah.
get blown out, you don't know. You numb.
Nah, cause to
You
me,
rather get-
mentally, like you losing a close game, you don't know how this gonna affect you your next game. Like,
Man, stop it. If
had-
we fighting right now, and I get you by one punch, you can be like, I can live with that. If you get your ass beat,
Yeah,
you can't
no.
live with that.
No, you gonna
You
I'm gonna
can't-
get you back.
No, you don't want no. You bringing
gonna
the
mess
gun
with
to
your
the fight.
morale.
Like,
You
I'm
bringing
gonna
the
get
gun?
back
No,
one
you.
way or
you
another. No, man.
Stop it.
Man, we gonna get people
Oh,
to watch
goodness.
this and like, would you rather lose in
Yeah.
a blowout or a close
No,
game?
we don't want to. We gotta get.
Um,
This is cross the lines. You want your ass whooped, or you just want to punch? That's it.
Man, look, blow me out, man. I ain't trying to.
He a pain freak. Ain't no way.
No, man.
No, you either. Come on,
Man,
Los.
look, man, man,
Stop
so
it.
Just go ahead and get us out the game.
So you rather get beat by a buzzer beater than?
That buzzer beater hurt, man.
But you had a chance. I'd rather fight knowing I had a chance versus not having nothing at all. Like, I shouldn't even been out there. So yeah, no, man.
A blowout, man. You just like, man, they were just better than us.
All right.
We're gonna go on
Today,
Oh my God.
they might be just
No.
better than you. Period. In a blowout,
I mean, it's possible that
like
they
in a,
could be
not
better
just
team.
today.
So it's the unknown. That's why I don't want to
Man,
do
nah, we
any
just gotta go back to the
unknown.
drawing board. They could be
It
like,
wasn't
man,
no drawing, but it wasn't
we could
nothing.
go back to the-
Ain't
Who
nothing on the board.
You don't know whether to
They
blame.
look bad all the way around. They could be like, man, it was play calling. We didn't make tackles. Dak turned the ball over.
So I'm saying, would your confidence be better going in next week, knowing it was?
'Cause I feel like, man, we like
Where your confidence at? I feel like, oh man, we almost had them. We good. Like, we were just 1 or 2 plays away. Versus, I don't know where we went wrong. Is it Jerry?
I'ma
Is
say
it the
we
coach?
just didn't
Is it
prepare.
our? If is it
I'm-
Dak?
My
Is
mind
it not?
says we just didn't prepare right. Like we
No,
just-
it was
we just
way
had
more
bad-
than that. You didn't come. Like you
They
weren't.
They was missing tackles. They turned the ball over. Man, I
Stop
think so y'all think if they played again it'll be that bad?
Yes. Because they are, if you get blown out like that, you feel like, darn, we really ain't in this. This team is this much better than us. Like, versus
I
a
don't
close
think so, man.
game, if it's a close game, you're going to feel like we got this.
Close game is a toss up.
Man,
We was in
I
it
feel
the
like
whole
this thing gets
time.
you more mentally like, dang,
A close
all
game
we had
versus
to
a
do-
blowout?
Yeah, because it's like all we had to do if we would have did this right, we could have won the game. Or if Dak wanted to throw this interception, or if we would have ran the ball one more time.
I think it hurts your feelings more
Yeah,
in a
I'm saying it's
blowout,
more
but it
emotions
hurts
in
your
it, but
confidence
it's
more.
more-
or excuse
Exactly.
me, it hurts your
You
feelings
gotta
more in
stop
a
that,
close
man.
game, but it hurts your confidence more in a blowout.
Nah, I don't
What?
know. Me personally, I'd rather lose in the blowout because I'm like, all right, on to the next. We're going to go out here
No.
and we're going to win. Watch.
So you
when
love
they
not
play the
knowing that.
Chargers, watch. They're going to come out and win that game.
I mean,
Now,
only
no.
thing you can think is this up
If they
from
show
here.
up, like you don't even know what
Cause,
you don't know what Cowboys you
Somebody
finna
said-
get Monday night. Monday night
They gonna
football, prime time again, back to back. Now the boys finna go out there forcing it because they be like, damn, we didn't
We
do
can't
nothing
blow
at
out
all.
again.
We finna force it.
Nah,
Right.
we're just going to be like, we just, last week was an off game. Let's throw that out.
You can't say off game. It was no
That's how I would
game.
look at it.
Okay, yeah.
Matter of fact,
This is why we right here because you don't need to be
Cowboys over the Chargers on Monday night. I got that one.
All right, so let's get into these game picks.
Let's go. 'cause
Let's
this boy's
get into
outrageous.
these game picks
This
because
boy's
I just
outrageous.
And anybody that watches, make sure y'all comment and let us know.
Because
I
we
feel
will
like-
we will have the chart up next week.
Listen.
We starting this week. We didn't do game picks for a little while. This is the this is the first week we doing game picks.
game
Wow,
picks.
I was on the road last time.
So we gonna get this. I'm getting it
You
pulled
are.
up.
You want to give your record? I think National wants you to give your
Oh, I
record.
think. Hold on. I think
You got
it's
the
on-
record?
I think it's on the other
we
side
can't
of that.
we can't
Let's
speak
see.
of nothing that's 2 weeks old. It's been a whole nother week in between.
We don't want to speak on it
We don't have to
because you
speak on
know
it.
it was
I think
practice.
It does. It's. I think we both were like.
I was 10-5.
And I
Uh-huh.
was like 8 and something. Like it's cool.
5-10. He was 5-10.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
All right, you ready for these new week game picks?
Don't let this mess with your confidence. Okay.
Let's go.
That's what I'm saying. So you
Let's
lost
go.
bad. So now you like, it's a new week. On to the next.
No, it ain't. This ain't no type of. This is.
But that's what
This
I'm
is
saying.
no. This is not in my control. This not in my control.
Hey.
Boy, you was. Yeah.
All right, y'all ready?
Boy, I be messing up my parlay card, man.
Okay. Panthers, Dolphins.
Dolphins.
See, that was outrageous right there. Like, do you really think a team would just lose 6 straight?
Yes.
Both of us coming off bad blowouts. I think this
No,
is.
they just beat. Who the
No, them
Miami
boys just got
today?
beat by the Bills. Stop it.
No, but then they just played.
No, they-
Sunday. Let me go. They beat. Who did they beat Sunday?
This Sunday?
This past Sunday, they just beat.
No, they blew out. They blew out the
They beat the Broncos.
Yeah, and
they
then
came back.
and played the Bills, and the Bills beat them.
They just won. Who they just played? They just beat the Giants Sunday, 31-16.
Giants.
It's the Giants though.
The Giants.
Giants.
Hey.
It's the Giants though.
This is one of those.
But look, that's another example. They
This
got
is-
beat down. You got beat down by Buffalo, and then you come back and you win.
against the Giants.
Hey,
This is a bait game. Give me Carolina.
So we're going Panthers.
We're going Panthers.
Okay.
I mean, well, you gotta pick them because you gotta pick them 11 of the next 12 weeks.
Just worry about yourself.
All right. Broncos, Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Of course. I'm just gonna put KC.
But this is also one of them bait games.
Chiefs.
It's gonna be Chiefs, but we said Chiefs when they played the Jets, and it was close.
Okay, Ravens, Titans. I already know yours. No, you be a little sketchy sometimes.
I don't like the way our offense look, man. Like, we was just dropping the ball, and we had Aguilar dropping the ball, wide open touchdown.
I'm going Ravens.
Who else dropped? Rashad Bateman.
Your whole team dropped.
Odell ain't the same. Like, I remember he caught one pass, a little short route, and as soon as he caught it, went straight to the locker room. I'm like, man, Odell ain't the same. But we're going to bounce back. I'm going to pick us to win that game over Tennessee. We need it.
Okay, Commanders, Falcons.
That's the toss-up
They
game.
just got beat bad, too.
I'm going Falcons. Them boys
Falcons?
I like the running back for the Falcons. That boy nice.
Oh, shoot.
Bejon.
I'm gonna take the Commanders in that one. They just got beat down bad too. I think they gonna. I'm gonna take them to bounce back.
Okay, Vikings, Bears.
Ooh, I'm gonna take the Bears. And
I like
Jefferson
Field.
now, too.
I like what Field's doing. Yeah, I'm going Bears.
Seahawks, Bengals.
I got the Seahawks.
I'm going Bengals, man. It's time for. They just got one win. Chase lit it up. Three touchdowns. Them boys.
Seahawks gonna be a team to look out for. Don't sleep on them.
Hey, man. My boy Chase said he opened like the Waffle House, man. When they say
Always
statements
open.
like that, get that man a rock.
He snapped too.
Yeah, bad.
He was
15 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Set the record, man. He a bad guy.
49ers, Browns.
I'm going.
This is one of those
That's
bait
a
games.
game too.
This is one of them bait games.
Are they playing in Cleveland? They're probably playing in Cleveland, I believe.
Oh,
I think
goodness.
I'm gonna take. That's a tough one.
This is a bait game.
But I believe
Sunday.
they're gonna be on the road.
Them boys is.
You know what? I'm gonna take Cleveland in this game. I feel
Cleveland,
like,
okay.
Yeah, they gonna.
See, now I gotta go against the grain because I was about to pick them, but
So
I gotta catch up.
So you're going 49ers.
I'm going Niners.
Okay.
I think.
Especially if Cleveland at home. I think Cleveland at home.
Dang, man, that's a
I'm
good
gonna
one.
take Cleveland long as Deshaun playing because I know that last.
Well, it's already
game-
written on paper.
Hey,
You can't go back now.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
like spades. Once you write it down, you can only go up.
Saints, Texans.
Saints. I got the Saints winning the division. They gonna need that game.
I'm going Texans. I like what Stroud doing, man. They letting that boy gun that thing.
Mm-hmm.
They let him get free range.
Cleveland at home. Yeah, I'm taking Cleveland.
Okay. Colts, Jaguars.
Jags. They quarterback just got hurt.
He just got hurt. I mean, they got Jonathan Taylor back. Yeah, I'm gonna take Jags because they probably gonna win that division. So yeah.
That's one of my sleeper teams. I've been telling y'all about them boys.
All right. Patriots, Raiders.
Raiders.
Dang, that was quick. Don't go against the grain on
They
this
just
one.
look bad.
They look awful. Like it's just they look awful. Yeah, man. I gotta go with Raiders, man.
Okay.
But that be them games right there.
All right. Lions, Bucks.
Give me the
That's
Lions.
gonna be an interesting game.
Lions for you?
Mayfield doing his thing, but
Yeah,
man,
he is.
hey, golf in Detroit has been like butter. Like they system, the boys got defense. I like they defensive lineman Hutchinson.
I'm gonna take Tampa in that game.
The Bucks. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Tampa. They look better than what I thought.
They decent.
They
Mayfield
decent.
Baker
Yeah,
is
he
not
doing
like
better.
like it's
And
surprising.
he was with y'all. Like I said, go back to the system.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something about everybody that leave y'all. They just prosper.
They
Man.
get better.
What is it?
Cause man, we got a root on our team, man. We don't be treating people right, and it's just gonna bite us in the butt until we right our wrongs.
Y'all push Steve Smith out the door that time he came to us. Push Cam out.
Push Peppers out. We just like when you push the greats out
Yeah, man. It's like
and
y'all-
don't pay them
I
boys.
understand this next man up and eventually got part ways.
No,
It-
man.
but
It's
I think
certain
it's like the way
I-
y'all do it, like handle it or something. It's
Certain
just-
iconic players, you just keep them there. You pay them and treat them. We do the opposite. We don't pay our players and let them go, and then we do some shit like we pay McCaffrey, then trade him.
Trade him.
Get him. We loyal to a person, then trade him. I don't understand us.
Steve Wilkes.
I don't understand us.
I think that's what really hurt y'all. I'm telling you.
Man, it's a root over.
All right, Cardinals, Rams.
I'm taking the Rams. The Cardinals been playing
That's
pretty.
they
They been
competition.
competing,
Yeah,
man.
like that's
They compete. It ain't like a game that you can just walk into and just smack them. But I'm still taking the Rams now.
Rams over there. I'm trying to see who they are.
Cooper Cup back. They offensively they gonna have a decent offense.
Give me the Cardinals, man. They competitive.
Okay, Eagles, Jets.
Eagles.
Yeah, that's,
But it's gonna be one of them bait games. This is like who?
Zach Wilson.
He stepped up.
He been playing better than what he was.
It's like they just like to blame the highest name. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
they been dragging my boy.
Oh yeah, they been
Like for no like
what's his name? He was and I don't even like talking about other personalities, but Rodney Harrison.
he was wrong.
He was
telling my
made
man
it personal,
garbage.
Man.
He was
garbage, and he was trying to bait Chris Jones
to make talk bad. You don't do that.
Yeah, like bro, it don't even take all that.
Yeah, he was throwing salt on my boy game, man. Like
So I felt bad for him. Then I was like, it don't even take all that. Whether you think he good or not, like you don't have to make it personal.
Exactly.
Like that.
All right, Giants, Bills.
Bills. That's one of my teams right there.
That's another team.
He can't.
Bad.
He Los don't like Allen, but
Hey, he should have
Allen is a dog.
Man, the Giants look terrible. I don't know who look worse right now. You got the Patriots, the Giants, you got the Panthers. I don't know who look worse out of all.
Ravens. Add all of them in there now. Jeez, don't just be skipping. Man, it's just the league lopsided right now, and you don't win in it. It ain't no middle team right now. Either you're good or you're bad. It's just how it's going right now.
Cowboys,
Chargers.
Chargers.
Chargers. They're going to charge them on up.
It's going to be the game where they shake back and...
Primetime game back to back. You just got beat by, 32? You might get beat by 22 this week.
They gonna shake back. They need this.
How? Them boys don't even know if they want Dak or not. Them boys, listen.
Can't go nowhere but up. Like I said, they gonna be like, man, we just throwing this game out. We ain't gonna look at this tape until whenever. Like,
never.
They gonna look at it.
Them
Just
boys
to
is
see,
cheering for Trey Lance to get in, but because of that new league rule, Trey Lance can't even get in unless QB1 and QB2 hurt.
See, I ain't going that far though.
No,
man.
but I'm just saying, fans gonna go.
Yeah, fans do that.
Listen, man.
I'm still.
I
That's
think.
still the best option they got right now.
You sure?
Who better than him, man?
What second string, my boy?
Cooper Rush? No,
My
man.
boy.
He ain't better than that.
Cooper be making it happen when so.
He
Hey,
did, man, but he ain't better than
right
that.
now, I bet
He's
you.
not better than
Let
that.
Dak throw one pick next week. He getting sat
Paying him
down.
Too much money.
He getting sat down.
He's not. You paying that man way
It
too
don't.
much money.
Yeah, to be messing up like this. Let me
So
sit you.
you gonna tell me you gonna take a $40 million quarterback and
That doesn't give me a chance at all.
if you bench him, you gonna have to trade him. Then you gotta move on.
No, that's
ain't no coming back from that. If you bench him,
You don't think they will?
you gonna have to move on from him.
Three last week. His if he throw a pick in the first quarter, he going down.
You're not gonna bench a $40 million quarterback and then bring him back and expect everything to be.
Listen,
all
all I'm saying
you
is,
have to move on.
if
Once
he-
you do that, it's over.
Can you
with.
answer my question, please?
With that.
If he throws a pick within the first quarter and it's his fault, you don't think they're gonna highly consider sitting him down?
Nope. Because he the best
First
option
quarter?
they got.
First quarter?
The best option they got.
Okay.
Because you gotta let them play through it. Just like
No, you don't
Do
play
another
through
pick?
being ass. You just ass.
No,
You don't
man.
play through that.
no man.
You just
He
gonna
the
be
best
more
option they
ass.
got.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Got-
you throw one pick, you just gonna keep. You like, bruh.
Because he the best option they got, man. And if I'm paying you $40 million,
That don't.
Okay,
That's just logistics. Man,
listen,
stop it, man.
If they do that, you gotta move on from them. I'm telling you. Like,
What did Cooper Rush do while Dak was hurt?
Man.
What did he do while Dak was
He
hurt?
was winning, man.
What
but
did
they
he
was just
do?
like,
Did he not hold down the fort?
man.
They put him in the system to where.
So you think if he do that right now, he'll be a better option than Dak right now?
No, what I'm saying is, he leaning heavily towards sitting Dak to let him know, hey, step it up, or we don't.
I don't think they look at him.
Them boys have one without Dak. Same exact team. One without Dak. You don't think it's in the back of their mind, okay, bro, you throw 1-2 more picks, we gonna let you have this hot seat.
Cause they see what Cooper Rush do in practice? They know he ain't better than that.
What did Cooper Rush do last season though?
That's last season. There's somebody who just came in like you ain't got no tape on him, no nothing, and you just put him out there. Now, man, if he go out there,
we ain't got no tape on Dak, no good tape.
I tell you what.
So they
if they put Cooper Rush in, and if they start the Cooper Rush Sunday.
I didn't say they gonna start him.
I'm just saying if they did,
they not gonna do nothing that crazy. That's outlandish. What I'm saying is if he go out there and stink it up in the first half, them boys will highly consider sitting them down.
Nah,
prime time TV. Yes.
It would depends on how bad it look. Like if you throw one interception, you go, all right, Dad, come on now. Now if you go out there and throw 3 in the first half or something, then you gonna be like,
you already thrown 3 last week. You on the edge now, boy. You already struck out.
They gonna leave that.
Listen, I know Jerry, man. Let him throw first. Let him throw at least 1 pick in the first half. They gonna highly consider sitting him down.
Nah,
that's all I'm saying.
He gonna bounce back. The team gonna bounce back.
This boy is really turning into a Cowboys fan.
And Michael Parsons,
he already is.
That dude,
man.
I think, man,
that's Debo and them told them boys hush, man. Yeah, like Michael Parsons, you need to be on a different team right now. Them boys ain't utilizing you like you need to.
Yeah.
Like you looking
but
bad.
But they did, like they was putting him over. Like I agree with something.
Them boys,
saying like they was putting him over Trent Williams, man.
That's the GOAT, best offensive lineman ever.
Put Michael on that.
To
Michael
ego.
On the other side anyway.
Egos. They trying to make it seem like he's that good. He not that. He's good. He ain't Trent good. Man, that's a big dude, and he shifty.
Ain't too many people you gonna put out there that's gonna be able to make something happen with him, man. Like I ain't understand that.
That's that macho. He the best. Let me show that I'm the best.
Nah, man.
And they show, hey, stay in your lane.
Be able to mismatch it, and that way.
Because they not gonna move Trent. So why not get off on the good side?
And you ain't gotta worry about nothing on your blind.
Egos, man.
But they'll shake back, man. I hope so.
You hoping for him?
Yeah,
you ain't even spoke this highly of your Ravens.
Because we ain't really talked about my squad.
No, but what I'm saying,
receivers dropping the ball. I still feel like Lamar is our whole offense. Like that's it. It's Lamar bust. He got to run it. He got to throw it. Receivers ain't Aguilar, Bateman, Odell getting hurt. Like our offense look.
Y'all terrible.
Look bad.
Y'all about as worse as us.
I tell you what, if we played y'all, we'll win that game.
They would. That's y'all boots.
Y'all definitely. I wish we played y'all this year.
My thing is, I'm loyal.
We'll see y'all is if y'all get to the Super Bowl. And
we know y'all ain't gonna get there.
We going.
Y'all can't catch a cold.
We gonna shake back, man. We gonna win Sunday.
To be determined.
To be determined. So guys, we'll see what Los's boys do. Since those are his boys.
Exactly right.
And we'll see what your Panthers do.
Keep pounding.
Keep pounding.
That's what we gonna do.
Super Bowl bound.
Listen.
Boy, y'all look bad.
Listen.
Well.
I got faith in my boys, man. You'll never hear me go against the grain with my boys.
So you gonna pick them every week?
I would not pick them.
Man, you gotta be a jet sometime, man.
So you saying somebody mama better than your mama?
There's something totally
no.
different.
Ooh, wow.
No.
Wow.
No. You loyal.
Man,
your mama the best mama ever, right?
That's different.
Your mama the best mama ever, right?
Totally different.
Is your mama the best mama ever?
We talking about.
I asked you a question. Is your mama the best mama ever?
Of course, but
okay. So why would you choose anybody else's mama?
A football team? Come on, man.
My Panthers is the best team. I'm a loyal fan. I am what the definition of a fan. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent. That's my team.
Cowboys fan, so when Cowboys fans say every year is their year,
I don't be saying we're going to win the Super Bowl, though. I just say we go, hey, we might make it. But what I'm saying is I'm always going with my boys. You'll never hear me not go against them.
I mean, it's okay to root for
no,
them.
I'm picking them. I ain't gambling.
All right,
money
folks, that is a wrap. This is Cross the Line Sports Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
This is a wrap. We out. We still going 11 and 5.